Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda Rose and it has been a long time. I say that every time it's been a long time, but it truly has. And today it is literally like 5 degrees outside and there is no way that I am leaving my house as of right now. But in all honesty, I really did want to go area rug shopping for my living room. So I'm starting to get ready in hopes that even if it reaches 15 degrees, I'll decide to go outside. But for now, I just figured this is a great like get ready with me. Today I'm actually in my bedroom. It's really early. It's only 8 in the morning. But Miguel and I the night before, we were just like hanging out in the living room watching TV. We actually saw Shotgun Wedding with J-Lo. It was pretty good. A couple of like actual laugh out loud moments. And so that's why I'm in my bedroom because we fell asleep on the sofa. So I am going to get ready with me as far as makeup, hair. I have a couple of like new things that I really want to share with you. First things first, Merit Beauty, they always come through hooking your girl up with makeup. And the truth is their products are gorgeous, especially now for the winter time. Everything about their stuff just makes my skin look amazing. And they came out with actually 4 new blush shades, and I picked out 2 of the 4. And so the color that I got is Stockholm, and then the second one is Fox. So this one in particular is like a very like deep, I don't even know how to describe this. It's not necessarily a red in itself. It's more of like a brownie red. Like imagine a 90s lip, but for your cheeks. And then this one, talk about a strawberry pink. I am obsessed with both of these. I'm going on vacation towards the middle of this month, and this one for sure I'm bringing with me. So I'm going to play around with these, figure out which one I want to wear today. But I have that, and I also have some makeup from Persona Cosmetics. This one in particular I bought with my own money, but I've always wanted to try her eyeshadows. And in all honesty, as I've gotten older, I don't really wear eyeshadow like that anymore. But I thought that again, going on vacation, this palette would just be beautiful. And it also comes, when you buy the pack, it comes with the brush. And it also comes with the matching, where is it, eyeliner. So I can't remember when, maybe back in December, they had a sale. And I ended up getting this and a ton of their glosses. So I'm going to put that on for you. And for Christmas, I got the Dyson Airwrap. And again, it was my husband's gift to me. We bought it with our own money. And I've been using it at least once a week now, ever since I purchased it, because I use it every time I wash my hair, and I only use it 1 time a week. So I figured, since today was hair wash day, that I would also show you how I use my Dyson Airwrap. But I figured that I would talk you through. I'll just list the products that I'm using in the description, but I definitely wanted to talk you through, give you an update. There's always an update. But the most recent thing that happened to me, oh my goodness. So I had to get my back right molar removed. Like, oh, I actually still have the stitches in there. Sorry if that was too graphic for any of you. I didn't even think about that. But it's been a last couple of weeks, you guys. So how do I shorten this story? So I've told you all for a very long time that I have horrible, horrible teeth. I believe that some of it is hereditary, but also some of it is because of my diabetes. My mouth is extremely acidic. I barely have any enamel left on my teeth, and my teeth are really and truly deteriorating. I have spent, at this point in time, maybe about $16,000 fixing my teeth. So I've mentioned in previous videos that the first front 6 are fake. I have an implant. I have 2 crowns down here, which led me to this story. So I had 3 teeth in the back bottom that I had prepped for crowns in November of last year. And my dentist kept telling me, like, we need to do this soon. Like, you barely have a tooth left there for the crown to hold on to. So I was like, you know what? Let me just stop stalling. I was really stalling because of the money, and I get frustrated. Like, all my money goes to fixing my teeth, you know? So I was just like, okay, let's do it. So we prep all 3 in a row. I have 3 teeth there in a row that we prep. Long story short, I end up like getting a gum infection while I am waiting for my crowns to be made, right? So it was my fault. I misunderstood the instructions. I was supposed to be water picking those 3 in the back, but I knew I obviously couldn't floss. I just understood, like, don't floss. Ugh. So I ended up getting a gum infection because when he was actually clearing out and prepping my teeth for the crown, I already had like a really big cavity that was going under my gum. So he had to really like work in there. And unfortunately, I guess whatever I started eating, it must have been like a seed from a strawberry or something, but it ended up getting stuck in there and causing the infection. So I go to my dentist and he clears out the infection, and we end up continuing with the process of the crowning. I'm put on antibiotics and he puts the liquid antibiotics. Okay, I'm good. Within like maybe 2-3 days of being on amoxicillin, I'm starting to feel better. I don't have any more pain, no more throbbing. And then I start eating again on that tooth, and I get the sharpest pain ever, ever. And I'm like, oh my goodness, what is this? So it was hurting so badly that even running my tongue against, now I have the actual crown on, like the cemented crown, that even when I would run my tongue against it, it was so painful. So by this time now, it is like December. I remember for Christmas, I was in so much pain. So this is about a month later because, you know, I got the permanent crown in and it's cemented in, etc. So I'm telling my dentist, like, something's not right. Like, I still have pain. So he's like, yeah, that's weird. Come in. I go in the day after Christmas and I explain to him what's going on and that I still have pain. So he schedules me for an endodontist. Like, just go have them check out what's going on. He believed that maybe it was a root canal, which made the most sense. So like January something, I can't remember, I go to the endodontist and they're like, it's really difficult to tell because you already have a crown on there. You do have an infection, but there's also something else happening. Your tooth could also be cracked. So I get a CT scan of that area to confirm. Sure enough, I have a cracked tooth under my cemented crown, like my tooth. My poor brittle teeth that my dentist told me is cracked. So now I'm conflicted because I know I still have an infection there, which was actually what was causing the pain, on top of the cracked tooth. So I decided for the endodontist to go in anyway. She did not do a root canal because the tooth is cracked. It's pointless. But I had her drill a hole through my crown so that she could help clear out some of the infection and then add in the liquid infection until I could go back to my actual dentist because he can actually do the extraction. So that was the situation. So I go to my dentist. It's like, oh my God, this is never ending. So now we're in like the end of January. So I've been dealing with this since Thanksgiving time, more or less. And so that was it. He ended up removing the tooth. I did not have an infection anymore because she ended up doing the liquid antibiotics, which was great. So now I'm in the process of, actually this week, I get my stitches removed. I have to get an implant there. You guys, I got so distracted I even stopped doing my makeup. It's just been crazy. So I've been on and off again with so much pain, having to go to work and feel all that pain. Then when I got my tooth removed, I got it extracted on Monday, or on a Monday. Then I'm like, oh, I won't be in that much pain. This has happened to me before. I was so swollen and I went to work the next day. Yes, I'm crazy. I went to work the next day because I genuinely was like, all right, well, I'm on pain medication. I'm doing like the anti-inflammatory stuff. Like, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I could barely talk when I was at work. It was the worst thing, but I will say that every day I got better. So I was just like, you know what? I can do this. I want to save my days for a time when I'm actually sick. Like, the truth is, I was able to go. Like, I wasn't necessarily like, you know, in a lot of pain because I was on pain medicine. So that was last week, last Monday. And again, every day was just like ridiculous. So now we are here this week because you get your stitches taken out after 2 weeks. I know some people use, or some dentists use, like the ones that dissolve, but I did not. So we wanted to make sure that that stayed closed because we did not want the potential for another infection, for food to get in there again, etc., etc. So now I have to go back this Thursday, I believe, and I would just want to make sure that all of this is out of the way because we go on vacation during like winter break. So that starts what, the 19th of February? So I wanted to make sure that all of this was like done and taken care of and that I was okay so that obviously I could have peace of mind while I'm on vacation. Yeah, it's just, it's never ending. And that's my situation. So again, a lot of it has to do with my diabetes. Unfortunately, like, I've heard of stories of other diabetics who almost all of their teeth are crowned or root canals and implants, where it's just like the sugar and the acidity and the mixture of everything just really starts to ruin their teeth. I'm using Fox. I decided to actually use the dark color that it was hard to describe, but I think it's a beautiful color. And the truth is, I'm not going anywhere yet, so it doesn't necessarily matter what color. So this is straight from the brush. I'm gonna rub some on my eyes, but I'm also going to go directly in so we can see the difference. So that was from a brush, and this is directly on my face. So it is an intense color for sure, but one thing that I know about these blushes is that they blend out into perfection. So you just tap, 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 and they will blend out, which I love. Look at that. You can't even like see really the line that I created. Now I just have like this beautiful color, and it's actually really nice, subtle. Beautiful. Okay, so next, no, that's really it, thankfully. I'm going to do my brows. I always do this with my L'Oreal pencil. It is the best drugstore pencil and probably gives the Anastasia one some company. Let's try just a little bit of this. I am going to go in with the lightest shade. You can see there, the sun is not my friend right now, but I'm going to go in with the lightest shade, put that in my crease. Again, I don't wear eyeshadow much anymore, but I figured for a vacation that this would really be like the cutest palette. So lightest shade, just to add some dimension. And I think I'm also going to put that a little under my eye. Then let's go in with that middle pink shade, just on the tip. the lightest color, I'm just gonna go on the inside, brighten up that inner corner. Chapstick. And that's pretty much it. So super simple. Again, I'm staying home for now. So this is the final look. I am going to end up filming a like winter work outfits idea video, so keep an eye out for that. And now let's go straight to this hair. The Dyson Airwrap before comes in this case here. There are two attachments that I use the most. I use the smallest barrel, and I use their I don't know, ground brush attachment. These are the two that I use all the time. First I go in with this, then I do this. And when it's time to dry my hair, I also use this. Now, if I'm being honest with you, I don't like the Dyson as a blow dryer. To me, it doesn't get hot enough to smooth out my hair the way that I like for it to be smooth. So I'm going to use it for the purpose of today's video. But if I'm being 100% honest with you, I like to use my regular blow dryer still with a round brush. I have a ton of hair on here. And then I like to go in with the Dyson. To me, I get the smoothest results that way, but I'll show you using the Dyson as a blow dryer. But again, it's not my preference. I know a lot of people do that. I've seen so many YouTube videos where people do that, but even when I look at their results, there's still some frizzy parts in their hair. And to me, that's because of the way that it like dries your hair. I don't think it has anything to do with people's techniques. I've tried it over and over again. It doesn't make my hair look as smooth as with a blow dryer. It always ends up looking less shiny when I use this. But as far as actually curling my hair and making it look like a natural blow dry, every single time it looks amazing. So first things first, what I have been doing, which I never do usually with a regular blowout, is I do add a little bit of mousse just on like my ends, second to, I don't know what you even call that. I'm not a hair person, but I definitely like to add mousse towards the bottom. My hair is very long because it does help with the actual hold of your hair. My hair is still like in the slightest bit damp, but again, the point is for me to just focus on my roots and get as much of my roots dry as possible. That's what I'm focusing on, because once your hair gets frizzy, it's frizzy. It's really hard to take frizz out. You have to re-wet it and re-dry it. So I don't want to go through that process. So it may take longer my way than most people, but I get the best result and my hair lasts long because I put the mousse in the minutes and 6 seconds. So I mean, that's not bad for drying your hair. Maybe a regular blow dryer would do the same thing, but you know, my hair is dry. Again, it's a little frizzy, which is what I think just happens with this because it's just blowing hot air. But you know, there are different blow dryers that have the ion and the this and the that, and they're like purposely made for smoothing. So I do think that in that instance, that's also why blow dryers just will give you a smoother look. But you'll see the transformation in a second, you guys, because my hair ends up looking amazing. So I have the blowout look. I have all of my hair go inward, and then only the top section goes outwards. So for me, that makes it look like a blowout the most because, you know, your curls curl in. And because of that, depending on how you hold this contraption, you don't constantly have to switch the airflow. So you're going to see, for me to curl both sides in, I don't switch it. The only time I switch it is when I'm going outward, which is interesting. So I'll show you in a second. I'm going to turn it on and see which direction it's going in. Remember, our hair already has the mousse at the bottom. And then, yeah, so let me figure this out. I'll take my piece of hair. It's hard to say the size of my sections. I have quite thin hair, so something that looks like that. Let's see. Yeah, wrong way. And I like to hold it the way you would a blow dryer, right? So if you were getting your hair blow dried, it would be flat. It wouldn't be up or down. It would be like flat to the head, just like if you were putting rollers. So that's how I like to hold my hair. Flat like this. I don't use the cold shock. I find it unnecessary. And I don't shut it off when I separate the curls. I feel like it loosens them. So when I take it out, I just let it spiral the curl, which is gonna look kind of funny, and it'll like do a little thing, but that is the curl. And when you comb it out, it ends up looking amazing. So I'll show you one more time. I hold it under so that it can pull in. Let it get its grip. And then I like to hold it flat towards the head, just like if you were getting a roller done. And it'll also help to create volume on the side when you do it this way. Again, it's gonna look crazy, just leave it. All right, welcome back. Here is the hair. It's hard to see with what I'm wearing. I wonder if I should change my shirt really quickly. Yeah, let me go change my shirt so that you can see the hair better. But I am ready to do the top, and I am, how much time am I into this? 13 minutes and 4 seconds. Let me pause it so that I can change my shirt really quick. So the sun is really messing with me right now. So I'm hoping that this helps. So you see that my hair, most of it is like turned in, but a lot of it is already falling, especially on this side. And then this in particular has fallen. So I like that because it's going to just start to look, again, more like a blowout. Well, I am going to take out the top half, which is our final section. If you need a comb, go in with a comb. I like to use my finger because I like for it to look a little bit more like natural and undone. I'm gonna re-comb it. And here's where you have to be mindful of the direction that your air wrap is blowing in. But I'm going to do everything away from my face for this top section. So let's see. Okay, so this is the hair finally finished. I'm at 21 minutes. That took so long, plus the additional 5, so pretty much almost a half an hour. But again, as I mentioned, it never takes me this long because you're never like talking through everything. This is the side that I just finished, so it is the bounciest. This is the side that I did first. So you can already tell that my hair has fallen. Now, to me, this is beautiful, but it doesn't look like a blowout. So if you want like curly, beautiful looking like waves, keep this, let it dry or let it like cool down fully. But what I do actually is I swap this out. I let the front cool a little bit, but then I take the round brush attachment and I blow out the top. You take the crown of my hair. So if you pull it out, you'll see like it just creates these like really pretty like bends, but I want it to look more like a blowout. So I'm gonna take just this little crown section here of all this hair, and I'm going to use this. look more like a blowout because it makes this part like bigger and wider. It widens your curl. So now I'm going to just put my fingers through. You know, you can adjust your hair if you want, but it ends up naturally falling like really, really pretty this side. And then I'm gonna run my fingers through. I have just the tiniest mirror here, so I'm not even sure what the rest of my hair looks like. I'm hoping it looks good because, you know, you want to mess with it, you want to like adjust it. So it looks like it took me a long time, and the truth is it did take me a long time, longer than it normally does, but it's just beautiful. If you want to like just, you know, fix it with a little bit of like hairspray, you can, but I like when it falls. And again, because I already have the mousse here, this will last a couple of days. Let me show you the back. Again, remember I like combed it out with my fingers. I like combing it out with my fingers. I like the look. And I particularly use the smaller barrel so that when it does fall loose, it ends up just looking nicer. So let me turn so you can see. Hopefully that helps. So you can see like what the back looks like. It's just so pretty. All right, that was the longest get ready with me ever, but makeup, hair, teeth, story time. I'm gonna stay like this, probably clean, make some food, and then that's pretty much it. I'll check in with you guys later. Don't forget, I am going to be filming today also winter work ideas and also a pack with me video. So that's on the agenda. I will see you all in the next video.